Forum. Myself, Dr. Archana Khare, welcome you all for the annual General Body Meeting on behalf of my team. It's been a year since we took charge of SOGS office. Today, as I stand before you as the Secretary of SOGS for the last time, I am full of mixed emotions. The joy of successfully completing our tenure is immense, but the slight sorrow of leaving the office is also in mind. As we are handing over reins to an extremely dynamic and enthusiastic incoming team, I am sure they shall carry forward the grand legacy of this organization and take SOGS to greater height in upcoming year. Welcome you all.
Now, I request Dr. Archana Khare to read and confirm the minutes of last GBM.
Thank you, Supriya. Good morning, respected teacher, senior, and dear colleague. Today, I am here to read the minutes of last AGM. Last AGM was held on 10th of April 2022 at Hotel Balaji, Sarovar. It was a physical meeting with installation of new team for the year 22-23, which was followed by late Dr. V.N. Shirodkar oration by Dr. Chinmay Ratha on RH isoimmunization in pregnancy yesterday, today and tomorrow. Dr. Prajakta Shitole welcome all members. Tribute to Dr. Manjari Chitale Madam given by the society. Minutes of last AGM were read and confirmed by Dr. Archana Shah Madam. Secretary report was presented by Dr. Archana Shah. Audited account presented by Dr. Sudeep Samaram, which was accepted by all. The new office bearers for year 22-23 were elected unopposed. Then Dr. Aboli Velankar, the outgoing president, addressed the meeting. The upcoming president, Dr. Anjali Jamma, and her team got installed, which was followed by address of incoming president, Dr. Anjali Jamma. Dr. Monica Umbardan, the incoming treasurer, proposed the budget for 22-23. All the members agreed to continue post for accountant Mr. Arvind Bingundi and CA Mr. Pandre for the year 22-23. Felicitation of member for their achievement in year 21-22 done by Dr. Aboli Velankar and her team. The website post for the coordinator post approved in AGM, which was proposed by Dr. Monica and seconded by Dr. Rajiv Dabde. And Dr. Pratibha and Dr. Sudeep Samaram appointed for the post for the next 3 years, which is suggested by Dr. Rohini Deshpande and which was approved by all. If the team doesn't get any sufficient fund from the sponsorer, they can use 30% of the fund from the society balance, proposed by Dr. Rohini Deshpande, seconded by Dr. Manik Guram. 2.5 lakhs to be paid to IMA for the next year as a one-time investment, proposed by Dr. Monica Umbardan and seconded by Dr. Rajiv Dabde. Dabde sir suggested land purchasing plan should be hold and 5 lakh, which was given by Dr. Chitale Madam, should be used for academic purpose. Discussion about that fund is still going on with ma'am's daughter. For record keeping, we can use cupboard in IMA hall, proposed by Dr. Kiran Sarda and seconded by Dr. Suman Sardesai. Monica suggested to buy a laptop for SOGS, which was disapproved by Dr. Rajiv Dabde. If team doesn't get enough sponsorship, then we can pay for the food in the meetings, that is proposed by Dr. Rohini Deshpande, which was seconded by Dr. Aboli Velankar. All academic activities and meetings should be recorded and posted on a YouTube channel, which was created by the team, approved by all. Audio visuals kept for Shedzade for whole year, approved by all. All clinical meeting to be conducted in IMA hall, which was approved by all. Increase salary of Aivade by 500 rupees every year, which was proposed by Dr. Dabde and seconded by Dr. Sarda. Trustee post to be continued for 5 years. Dr. Varsha Kripekar will be there instead of Dr. Anjali Chidnis, which was approved by all. Vote of thanks given by Dr. Prajakta Shitole. Thank you.
Are these minutes approved? Proposed by Kumtekar sir and seconded by Guram sir.
Thank you, Dr. Archana. Now I request Dr. Archana Khare, Honorary Secretary of SOGS, to present the annual report for the year 2022-23.
Achievements. One annual report. Annual. ते notes format मध्ये आपण करूया. Good morning to one and all. Myself, Dr. Archana Khare, is here to present annual report on the behalf of my team. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Famous quote by Warren Bennis. Before we took the charge, we created a YouTube channel of our society. Thought behind it, no one should miss the opportunity to grab the knowledge. As of now, more than 32 videos are already uploaded and many more to come. Uploaded video includes CME, clinical meet and public forum. Officially, the team was installed on 10th of April 2022 under the great and dynamic President Dr. Anjali Jamma. Myself, Dr. Monica, Dr. Supriya took the charge under the guidance of President and our executive team. As per the motto of our tenure, rejuvenate, regrow and rejoice, we celebrated victory of our beloved past President Dr. Nanda Magai for her huge success and making SOGS proud. Within 1 week of installation, we conducted a CME on FGR and Doppler. We were very lucky as Dr. Bijoy and Dr. Pooja Loda gave justice to the difficult topic. Our first CME attended by more than 85 delegates and it was a grand success. Keeping the COVID situation in mind, we also planned various webinars. First webinar with Foxy, where 13 societies were involved all over the India on various topics, especially medical legal issue, indemnity, insurance and PPH bundle. To understand the implication of new amendment in MTP law, we had a workshop with the WHO on a respectful abortion care, where 15 societies from all over Maharashtra were present. Dr. Mandakini Meg, Dr. Krishna Kumari conducted the workshop, and Dr. Rohini Deshpande ma'am was a guest of honor for that CME. We came up with a new concept of a 2-minute clinical poll, and we started our first video with everyone's favorite teacher, Dr. Suman Sardesai ma'am, on cervical encerclage. Our first whole day CME happened with a great success on a very basic topic, recurrent pregnancy loss. From etiology to genetics, we almost covered entire topic. Best memory of the CME was a skit which was performed by SOGS member on how to break a bad news. It was a power-packed CME. Dr. Chaitanya Datar, Dr. Ajit Patil, Dr. Suchita Kinjuadkar enlightened more about RPL. Webinar on newer long-acting contraception with the Family Welfare Committee, Foxy attended by many societies. Empari, the digital app which was installed by Dr. Anupama Rao in that webinar. IOI workshop was conducted in SIMS Hospital, Solapur. Dr. Dabde, Dr. Vijay Pawar and his team conducted the workshop. Almost 15 delegates attended that workshop. We came up with the first clinical meeting, FICOG drive. In view of every member should be FICOG and all about WhatsApp GAN on the same day by Mrs. Monica Marda. We congratulated our own members who are already a proud FICOG. Almost every important day was celebrated by our team. We actively participated on webinars on World Hypertension Day. Dr. Mandakini Meg and Dr. Joshi was eminent speaker for that webinar. It was in association with 5 other societies. Webinar with Sexual Medicine Committee of AMOX, Dr. Gadre, Dr. Manish Mahajan were present as a faculty with a beautiful scientific program. Dr. Sunita Tandulwarkar, Dr. Chaitanya Ganpule and Dr. Girish Kumthekar gave us insight on infertility in Hotel Balaji Sarovar. Sunita ma'am started laparoscopic unit in Civil Hospital Solapur on the same day and she shared interesting laparoscopic cases. Trees are our breathing unit. All our members planted many trees, and as a team, we done plantation in ZP school and celebrated World Environment Day. We witnessed great surgical skill in live master class by none other than Dr. Shailesh Puntambekar and our own dynamic endoscopic surgeon Dr. Kade. More than 150 delegates attended the workshop physically and even more than 400 were online. Thanks to Dr. Niharika and Raghoji Hospital for helping us and giving venue for this masterclass. Endometriosis, a very painful and complicated disease for both patient and doctor, but we had a whole day CME on the topic, and we had international faculties for this CME. Dr. Mohammad Mubrak, Dr. Suruchi Pandey, and Dr. Emily Gelson presented talks, and the CME was a great success. As per promise, we celebrate all day. We had a yoga day celebration by Mr. Prabhakar Jamkhedkar in Damani Blood Bank Hall. Almost 50 members attended that yoga. We revealed the secret of Zamre ma'am fitness on that day. The second series of long-acting contraception conducted again on request from various societies. Basic training of our hospital staff is need of an hour. Dr. Virkar, Dr. Prajakta Shitole, Dr. Supriya Jadhav, Dr. Kundan Chopde, Dr. Jamma and myself conducted the training in IMA hall. More than 100 staff nurses attended the training. We came with a second clinical pearl by Dr. Ajay Manesar on POXO Act. Prevention is always better than cure. We took pap smear camp at Kumtha Prashala. Awareness lecture of cervical screening was given by Dr. Jamma ma'am, myself, Dr. Prajakta Tumbal and Dr. Niharika Raghuji. Our monthly meeting happened in Hotel Chitra. Many PG students presented various cases. Dr. Jamma ma'am also presented interesting cases in aesthetic gynecology. Increasing population is the biggest hurdle to the progress of our nation. And as a doctor, we play a major role about education on population stabilization. Our society actively participated in this webinar with PSC and Family Welfare Committee AMOGS. Whole day CME on infertility was conducted in Hotel Balaji Sarovar. We learned more about new ART law, pre-genetic testing, induction protocol and OHSS from stalwarts. Breastfeeding week celebration, the most crucial phase of motherhood. We educated ASHA workers who can directly help the nursing mothers. We had given formal training with a question-answer session. Dr. Gauri Kahate and Dr. Saman Tamboli conducted the session. We tried to train all our nursing mothers, so the session were continued in Civil Hospital and Tapasya Hospital, Solapur. First time breastfeeding was YouTube live. Just help every mother on a large scale. It was a very great initiative by PSC Committee AMOGS. Clinical meeting where we meet, learn and transform the ideas. Many cases were presented by PG students. Interesting cases by Dr. Niharika Raghuji and Dr. Nanda Magai also present. CS cervix, a preventable cancer if diagnosed before time. We met Dr. Vipul, Dr. Meru, Dr. Sarita Mittal and Dr. Nikhil Parvate and learned the nutshell aspect of cervical cancer. Our third clinical pearl by Dr. Sudesh Doshi on the new amendments of MTP law. Along with Medical Disorder Committee, a mixed bag webinar with the 5 societies was done. Dr. Jamma presented a very interesting case on amniotic fluid assessment in that webinar. Back to basics. We came up with a fibroid and PCOS. Dr. Anil Gurdi, Dr. Vaman Ghodke and Dr. Aditya Khurd presented very interesting cases and a very interesting panel discussion done with infertility and PCOS. As we made it point to include non-academic fun activities too, one such event was a Dandiya workshop in a IMA hall. Our theme for Navratri celebration was a Save Girl Child. Many members won the prizes for best costume and best dance. PCOS update along with PSC committee AMOGS, Dr. Manjali Valsankar and Dr. Chaitanya Ganpule presented interesting cases. Another fun activity was movie time, where we watched Dr. G with family, SOGS family. The Clinical Pearl series, 4th talk by Dr. Nikhil Parvate on cervical cancer screening. A very relevant topic of LACS, the common myths and facts were discussed in the public forum. It was a wonderfully interactive session. And most awaited labor conference started with a workshop by Fernandez team. Detail of electronic fetal monitoring, induction protocol for labor, and obstetric emergencies were discussed. It was a very beautiful workshop. Post-lunch session on day 1 by amniotic fluid embolism by Rashmi Kahar ma'am. Another interesting and different concept on amniotic fluid density by Dr. Samarth Ram, and panel on obstetric emergency by Dr. Sneha Bhuyar madam. The highlights of a labor conference was a cultural night by our very own dashing divas and handsome hunks. We gave tribute to late Lata Mangeshkar by performing on her songs and celebrated fashion show with the lovely kids and their beautiful mothers. Second day of labor conference was packed with full of knowledge by stalwart from all over the India. Intimity implication by Dr. Neeraj Nagpal, PPH bundle by Dr. Ashish, debates on various topics, safe C-section, cardiomyopathy, HDU setup, medical emergencies, and perineal tear. Keynote by Dr. Milind Shah on respected maternity care. An interesting panel with renowned neonatologist from our town. Labor conference was a big success. 150 members attended physically and 275 members attended online on conference platform. Inauguration of the conference done by Dr. Vaishalu Kadukar, DCP Solapur. Once in a lifetime of a cruise where we had a century of participation, we set our soul free in the waves of Arabian seas. This was a unique and novel trip in SOGS history. We carried out social activities in Poddar International School, lecture given by Nanda Magai and Dr. Prajakta Shitole. Clinical meeting in IMA Hall, Dr. Sampath Baldava sir, Varsha Patil, Dr. Amruta Kunthekar and Dr. Pratibha Baldava presented interesting cases. A fourth clinical poll by Dr. Sunita Tandulwarkar on inverting the antenatal pyramid. NT-scan, dual marker, uterine artery Doppler, best tool to save, predict the health of an unborn child. Explained by Dr. Monisha Banerjee, Dr. Sumit Chamaria and Dr. Ajit Gandhi sir. The biggest threat to nation progress is population explosion. So we again learned the strategy in family planning webinar with the PAC committee, AMOGS and Family Welfare Committee. Along with the Zonal Fetal Medicine Committee, we conducted 2 days conference with workshop. The stalwart enlightened each and every topic. Workshop on mid-trimester anomaly scan by Dr. Anirudh Kulkarni, TLN Parveen and Dr. Shilpa Satarkar. Second day on CNS, FGR, cervical assessment, fetal environment by Dr. Sujit Kondkar, Dr. Veena Panat, Dr. Bimal Sahani, Dr. Jyoti Tapriya. We were lucky to have Mrs. Sheetal Teli Ugle, Honorable Commissioner Solapur, was chief guest for that conference. A clinical meeting in IMA, interesting cases by Dr. Hilal Pure, Dr. Kiran Joshi, and a very interesting panel conducted by Dr. Bakul Jahagirdar. The 6th clinical poll by Dr. Manik Gurram on his special topic NDVH. Another important public awareness forum on anemia was conducted in association with Lokmat Sakhi Manch, which received a tremendous response from the general public. Foxy workshop by Dr. Kundan Ingle, Dr. Rajesh Darde and Charulata Bape ma'am, and panel discussion on case-based discussion on infertility conducted by Dr. Vijay Pawar and Dr. Bahubali Doshi. As a promise, we celebrated all day. Women's Day with the young college girls by Dr. Jamma ma'am, Dr. Nanda Magai and Dr. Sujata Kulkarni. On occasion of Women's Day, President Dr. Anjali Jamma was invited to give talk on Solapur Akashwani. 5 OBGY Society came together and conducted a webinar on preventive oncology, discussion on colposcopy, pap smear and liquid-based cytology. Me and Jamma ma'am presented SOGS there as a chairperson. By continuing our academic activity, we never forgot our social responsibility. Conducted a blood donation camp at Baldava Hospital. Another interesting topic of a subspecialty on cosmetic gynecology. A full day CME done in Hotel Balaji Sarovar. Dr. Anjali Jamma, Dr. Madan Kamble, Dr. Sejal Ajmera, Dr. Manish Mahajan, Dr. Rachna, Dr. Manvi Verma presented the interesting topics. A most awaited keynote by Dr. Brahmabhat sir on sex has no expiry was memorable. Panel on energy devices was conducted by a father and daughter pair, Dr. Bela and Dr. Milind Shah. Conducted workshop with the Solapur Corporation authorities on PCPNDT. Dr. Lohare MOH and Mr. Pradeep Singh Rajput, public prosecutor, conducted that workshop. We conducted a 5 executive meeting and 1 emergency GBM in IMA hall. It's proud feeling our members are invited as a faculty. These are Dr. Milind Shah, Manik Gurram, Dr. Sandesh Kade, Dr. Anjali Jamma, Dr. Girish Kumtekar, Dr. Nanda Magai, Dr. Monica Umbardan, Dr. Pratibha Baldava and Dr. Amruta Kumtekar were invited in other societies for the various conferences. Even many members of our society presented talks in panel, clinical poll, clinical meeting, conferences and helped our team to make each and every program more successful. Dr. Suman Sardesai, Dr. Bahubali Doshi, Dr. Sampat Baldava, Dr. Milind Shah, Dr. Rajiv Dabde, Dr. Girish Kumthekar, Dr. Manik Gurram, Dr. Sulba Zambre, Dr. Milind Patil, Dr. Vidya Tirankar, Dr. Nanda Magai, Dr. Vijay Pawar, Sudesh Doshi, Dr. Manisha Patil, Dr. Sumit Chamaria and Dr. Ajit Gandhi. Dr. Vijay Pawar, Dr. Shashikant Umbardan, Dr. Hasina Sheikh, Dr. Supriya Birazdar, Dr. Sadhna Deshmukh, Dr. Niharika Raghuji, Dr. Bakul Jahagirdar, Dr. Pratibha Baldava, Dr. Vivek Virkar, Dr. Varsha Patil, Dr. Manisha Patil, Dr. Prajakta Shitole, Dr. Amruta Kumthekar, Dr. Minal Chidgupkar, Dr. Monica Umbardan, Dr. Supriya Jadhav, Dr. Anjali Jamma and Dr. Archana Khare. If I forget anyone, please forgive me. There are many publications in books and journals. And it's a proud moment for SOGS. Dr. Shashikant Umbardan conducted in a book by JIP publication on infertility. And even Dr. Monica also contributed on a hysteroscopy. Achievements of our own members. I think for the Dr. Sampat Baldava sir, age is just a number. As he won the first prize on paper, rare cases of uterine gangrene. Dr. Milind Shah sir, as installed as an honorable secretary in FAOPS on international platform. Dr. Kade conducted many workshops on endoscopy, I think in all parts of the world. And at the same time, Dr. Gurram sir captured all over India for a workshop on NDVH. Dr. Anjali Jamma invited at AICOG, AMOGS, various zonal conferences for her subspecialty in cosmetic gynecology. Dr. Monica, our dynamic member, installed as a chairperson in PAC committee, contributed book in hysteroscopy. Dr. Vandana Gandhi won first prize for best slogan on anemia and Mukt Bharat and breastfeeding. Dr. Shitole conducted training for staff nurse and gave lecture on nutrition in adolescent girls. Dr. Pratibha won the prize in paper presentation in Labour Conference Solapur as well as in AMOGS Aurangabad. Dr. Minal Chidgupkar won award for her outstanding work in a field of women's health. Dr. Praveen Khare, he is nominated from Maharashtra government for performing maximum number of lap tubectomies and felicitated in Delhi in National Family Planning Summit for his outstanding work by Health Minister. I grow as a secretary by becoming member of RCOG and at the same time as a finalist for Medico Beauty Contest in Mediqueen Mrs. Maharashtra Season 4. 160 were old members, 27 new members added to our family. I take this opportunity to thank our ever-smiling and dynamic President Dr. Anjali Jamma ma'am for guiding me very patiently. I learned a lot while working with her. Also thanks to Dr. Monica, Dr. Supriya for helping me. A special thanks to all my extended SOGS family by my whole team 22-23 and wishing a long live SOGS and many wishes to the new team. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Archana. Now I request Dr. Monica Umbardand to present audited account report for the year 22-23.
At the first very instance, I would like to thank the members of Solapur OBGY Society for entrusting trust in me for the second consecutive time as a treasurer of SOGS. Thank you, Jamma Madam, for giving me an opportunity. She has forced me to become the treasurer this year, in spite of having completed this post earlier. To be very proud, we have already finished the audit of this year, and I would like to present the accounts in a gist, not taking much of your time. If you can see the slides, shades are हे वाला presentation पाहिजे होता second वाला मोबाईल मध्ये उभा आहे नाही मला हेच पाहिजे होता कुठला कुठला फर्स्ट मी जे तुला WhatsApp वर पाठवलंय ते Let's come to the first page. We come to the income and expenses chart. दिसत नाही.
Okay.
Let's come to the income part of it. The total revenue that we have generated as membership fees is 3,67,020 rupees. The other income, which you can see as 1,120, is from the refund of TDS from the last year. The CME fees that we have collected in all is 9,40,996. This is the total registration of the conference fees as well as the other CMEs that we had conducted. Initially, the first 3 CMEs were paid CMEs. So that comes to a revenue of 9,40,996. The total stall and sponsorship income is 13,54,347. This includes all the stalls for the various conferences as well as 2 on-ference charges, because we have taken both our conferences, that is the labor conference and the cosmetology conference, online. So we had around 300 delegates for the labor conference and around 230 online delegates for the cosmetic conference. The cosmetic conference was free for our members, but it was a paid conference for the online delegates. The total interest on the saving accounts that we have generated is 1,53,103 rupees, and interest on the 6 FDs that we have in the Bank of Maharashtra is 63,870 rupees, and the income tax refund is 524 rupees. So that comes to a total of 28,80,980. Let's come to the expenditure part. The expenditure part we can see as rent, that is 40,000. This 40,000 includes 25,000 rent of IMA of the previous body, that was before we paid 2,50,000 to them, and the remaining 15,000 rent was one paid to Fadkule Sabhagruh for our public forum, and 1,500 rupees for 2 press conferences that we have taken for Patrakar Bhavan, and 2,000 as donation that we have given to the Red Cross Society, because they had given us the hall for the conference practice for 7 days. So that comes to a total of 40,000. Then we have a breakup of legal fees on the last page in the annexure 2, that comes to 23,550. This legal fees include the return filing charges of TDS returns, GST returns, Form 12AB filing, and TDS returns. The charges for 12AB filing is 15,000, GST return filing is 4,800, income tax return filing is 2,750, and TDS return filing is 1,000. This has been mentioned specifically in Schedule 2 on the second last page of the audited returns. That comes to around 23,000. The remaining 15,000 that we can see is the audit charges by Pandre sir. The educational expenses were 26,39,921. I will come to a detailed description of this in a few time. The depreciation that we've achieved is 2,891. This is on the video camera that we hold as a fixed asset. The surplus, and I'm very happy to announce that we will be leaving behind 1,59,618 rupees for the next body. Thank you, sir. Okay, there are a few important things that I need to highlight again was, as suggested by Pandre sir, that because we have still not come on a decision whether to use the 5 lakh given by Chitade madam as building fund or as an oration that has been suggested by their family. So they have told us that this 5 lakhs need to be kept as an FD till the time this decision is achieved on mutual consensus with the family and this, and then once the decision is taken, then that FD can be broken and used for the oration purpose if the family agrees to. Because according to the letter that Chitade madam has given, it was specifically meant for a building fund. So for income tax audit purpose, we have mentioned it as building fund and we have kept it as it is, and we have not touched the amount right now. The current liabilities that we can see as 49,720 is the total of legal expenses and 15,000 audit expenses that we are due to pay in this year. So we have already made a provision of the expenses, and in spite of these expenses, we are in a surplus. The provision for expenses that you can see as 1,61,385 are for this oration expenses. That includes the audiovisual, the plaque, everything included would be 1,61,000. Both these provisions have been taken care of before the account, and the provisions have been made. If we want the breakup, then I can show you the breakup for that also. And we are also very proud that this year we have managed to achieve a sponsor for this oration. Otherwise, we've already, every year we used to take around 1,50,000 from the society for oration food. This year we have managed to have a sponsorship for the same, so the society is not going to spend for this oration also, except for the speaker plaque and the traveling charges. Society is not going to bear any other charges for food and the conference venue. Now coming to the details of the expenditure that we have labeled as 26 lakhs to the conference fees, which is 14,45,000, includes the Sarovar food venue and the traveling charges of all the faculties for all the CMEs till now. The projector charges, that is 2,87,000, is the audio-visual charges and the recording charges. This would also be including the hosting charges of conference, because we also have to provide a live feed to the conference. So everything has been included in 2,87,000. GST that we have paid for the entire year is 1,59,810. The total photo and video expenses, that is video recording, cost us around 6,000 rupees per meeting. That cost around 1,29,000. This has been approved in the AGM that every meeting needs to be recorded, and we will be putting it on YouTube for the academic purposes. The Amox and Foxy subscription total was 1,20,000, and we have made provisions for account writing and auditions also. In case if anybody needs any clarification for the expenses that have been mentioned, I can give you a detailed, yes sir. So then the last page is the schedule 2, that is the details of the legal fees that we will be paying this year, that is 23,550 rupees, and we are yet to receive 4,08,000 as stall rent. This provision also has been made. There are 3 people who have yet to pay us the stall rent. One is the 2 are MQR Pharma, one is Bharat Serum, and we are yet to receive 83,000 from conference of the cosmetic conference that we had hosted online. We have already sent the contract agreement to them, because even their year ending is going on. They will be shortly crediting the amount by Thursday. So this 83,000 we will receive by this Thursday, sir. Sir, we have the invoice that have been sent to them, and they will pay by the next week. That is what they have promised us, sir. Because most of them had an issue of what is the GST to be paid, sir. That is why it is still pending. Ours falls into composite GST. The stall charges, composite GST is only 6%, sir. So that is 3% state and 3% center. But most of the companies are insisting that we need to give them 18% GST letters, which we cannot give as a composite GST holder. So that is why this was pending. We have cleared this with the GST certificate from our end. We have provided them that, and that 6% needs only to be paid, and they will be paying us shortly, sir. Sir, I will ensure that this will come back. Sir, we have the invoice that is generated for them already, and we have their letter that they will be giving us the academic grant. This has been done, sir. This will be done in this month end, sir. And the TDS that has been payable, sir, out of the 40,000, 25,000 TDS, they said that would be from the IMA rent, because any rent which is more than 2,40,000, we need to pay TDS. Because Anesthesia Society didn't pay the TDS, we also didn't pay the TDS at that time, sir. So, but now sir is saying that we need to pay the TDS before 30th of April. So, I have spoken to the treasurer of the incoming body, and Kedar sir, we will be giving TDS 25,000, and we will be taking a check from IMA back, sir. Whatever we will be paying 25 as TDS, we will be taking the check back from IMA, sir. This has been already spoken to the IMA body, sir. Yes, sir.
Discussed 2-3 years back that individual names should not come in the balance
No, this
sheet.
has been mentioned by the audited report.
Yes, but you should have insisted
yes,
that make it a block that only CME fee is receivable. It is not prudent to bring in individual names.
Sure, sir.
Even 2-3 years back, Dr. Gurram's name was amount to be payable to Dr. Gurram, which we had objected to that. See that come under a block that the 15,000 rupees CME fee is receivable. Individual names should not come into it.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We'll make sure that is there, sir.
याच्यामध्ये बॅलन्स शीट कॅश अँड बँक बॅलन्सेस
हां सर
कॉर्पोरेशन बँकमध्ये सेविंग अकाउंट तर आता ते कॉर्पोरेशन बँक नाही आहे युनियन बँक आहे त्यामुळं ते चेंज करा
येस सर
सेकंड थिंग माय सजेशन 45,73,023 रुपीज आहेत सेविंगला आपल्याला 5% आसपास मिळत आहेत आत्ता सध्या एफ डीचे रेट्स कॉर्पोरेशन बँकेचे वाढलेले आहेत म्हणजे सॉरी युनियन बँकेचे 7% पर्यंत मिळतात तर माझं सजेशन आहे की 45 लाख जर का तुम्ही एफ डीमध्ये 1 वर्षासाठी ठेवले तर 60% म्हणजे जवळपास 2.45 म्हणजे 7-28 अराउंड 2.5 ते 3.5 लाख रुपये मिळतात मग ते 2.5 ते 3.5 लाख रुपये आपण दरवर्षी आपल्या कार्यक्रमाला वापरू शकतो आणि हे जे अमाऊंट आहे ती एफ डी तशीच पुन्हा आपण करू शकतो तर हे केलं तर चांगलं होईल असं मला वाटतं सेविंगला ठेवण्यापेक्षा नाही युनियन बँकला कॉर्पोरेशनचं नाव गेलं सेविंगला नाही एफ डीला 7% आहे हां म्हणून त्यावेळेला कसं होतं त्याच्यामध्ये डिफरन्स जास्त नव्हता पण आता जवळपास 5%चा डिफरन्स आहे कुठले सर आपल्याला पुन्हा सगळे पैसे परत मिळायला पाहिजेत आता मी कोऑपरेटिव्ह बँकेमध्ये 10% मिळतात पण परत मिळण्याची शाश्वती नसते
ह्या कोऑपरेटिव्ह बँका नाही आहेत ह्या स्मॉल फायनान्स बँका आहेत आणि ह्या लिस्टेड आहेत आणि फार मोठे आहेत तसं तर पंजाब नॅशनलमध्ये सुद्धा पैसे बुडू शकतात पण देत आहेत सध्या सगळ्यांचे इंटरेस्ट रेट वाढलेत माझं काय म्हणणं आहे या सेफ आहेत बँका
नाही माझं एकच फक्त आहे की इंटरेस्ट रेट वाढल्यामुळं एफ डी ठेवलेलं बरं एवढंच नेक्स्ट कमिटी सगळ्या बँकेचे एफ डीचे पर्सेंटेज मागून घ्या HDFC आहे युनियन आहे ॲक्सिस आहे
as a society we should not take any risk let everything be with the nationalized banks where it is zero risk let we get 2% less but it should be with the nationalized banks
so out of 45,73,023 we can keep 45 lakh directly
yes sir
no sir Manik I would differ with you we keep only 40 lakh and let 5 lakh be utilized by the next body because those receivables if they don't receive in time they may not be able to conduct good academic activities
I wanted this answer therefore specifically I said 45 lakh another thing दुसरं होतं काय माहिती का सेविंगला आपण जे पैसे ठेवले आहेत पण त्या बँकेचा वापर करत नसल्यामुळं एकदा आपले संपूर्ण अकाउंट फ्रीज झालं होतं तसं अकाउंट नाही म्हणून आपण हे केलेलं चांगलं
येस सर Sir, and from this year we have started merging AMOGs and SOGS balance sheets together, because till this time it was presented as a separate balance sheet. This time we have merged and presented it together, sir. And we would be continuing that way. The change of names procedure that was actually pending from the last time, we were asked to get affidavits from all the trustees which were there in 1981 when the society was installed, sir. But from the 11 trustees, 4 of them have expired and another 3 have moved out of Solapur. So we discussed this issue with Sanchit Pandre as well as Habib sir, that we will not be able to get affidavits from 7 out of the 11 candidates. And the other 4 who are there, only with those 4 affidavits we will not be able to present the change of trustees name to the charity commissioner. So the suggestion that was given was to give an advertisement in the newspaper saying that we will be asking for change of trustees, and if anybody has an issue then please let us know. So this advertisement was given in February. Post 1 month later, in March, the other proceedings have been started, and we will be, the concerned person who has to sign the report is on leave. We will be getting that by Wednesday, so we will be able to change those names of the trustees first. After we change the names of the trustees, we will be able to change the name of the executive body members. And another suggestion that was given by Pandre sir is, depending upon the number of people, members, we need total of 7 trustees. So this point was put forward in the executive meeting, and 2 other trustees we need to co-opt. So the executive members have suggested Dr. Zambre madam's name and Baldeva sir's name. So if everybody agrees, then we will put forward these 2 names for the change of reports. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Yes, sir. Ma'am, we've spoken to them on phone, ma'am.
She had given me a call saying that in case you are planning to do something and you need some more, she is ready to put into that.
Ma'am,
but I don't know nothing more about later than, but I had conveyed it to Dr. Anjali that what is to be.
Ma'am,
So she knows about what is going on.
Yeah, she knows everything. Okay. And even a few days back, I messaged her what to do about your money. So she told that she will convey message after 15 days or so. She is traveling. So she want to continue the amount for oration, and we need more money for oration, and she is not ready to give that much money. That's why this is pending.
That time she said, if you need more, I am ready to.
No, but more means she is ready to give only 2.5 or something, and we need more than that.
Ma'am,
thank you.
Ma'am, we have given them an option saying that we can conduct the oration till the amount money lasts, but that is not acceptable to them. They want to continue it lifelong. So for a lifelong oration, 7.5 lakhs is not enough, sir. Considering the fluctuation and the cost of food and the other things, we will not be able to continue that lifelong. So that is why this topic is still under discussion. Thank you, sir.
Or everything is in position whenever we see the project report. Only one point I wanted to ask you about this budget. We always prepare budget in the AGM, but it says that whether the budget has been filed in the form provided by the Rule 16A, it is not filed. What actually it says about?
Sir, I have given them yesterday also, sir.
Yes, sir. So and the next one about the trustee, I think we should have a trustee meeting, especially the next body.
So once the trustees' name have been approved and put in the region, then we can go in with the trustees meeting also,
or
sir.
Maybe some of the people are common who are in the executive body or trustee. According to 15 minutes ago, exactly.
So एकदा ते change झालं आणि सगळं कागदावर आलं की we can start with the meetings properly, sir. According to what is proposed.
त्याचे गाईडलाईन्स आहेत सगळ्या.
Ma'am, AGM is only 1 and 3 GBMs, ma'am, total. 1 AGM and total of 2 more GBMs, so total 3 general body meetings that is required, ma'am. And at least 6 executive meetings every 2 months, ma'am. That is what.
अगदी रिटर्न गाईडलाईन्स आहेत त्याच्या.
3 GBM झाले.
टोटल 3 GBM, मॅम. त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याकडे एक इमर्जन्सी GBM, एक मधली GBM आणि AGM असे 3 झालेत, मॅम.
अच्छा, 1, 1, 2 असं धरता.
हां, टोटल 3 धरतो, मॅडम.
पण नेक्स्ट इयर मग हे परत धरणार ना. नेक्स्ट इयर हे धरलं जाईल परत असं.
मॅम दिस इज कॉमन टू बोथ द बॉडीज मॅम.
एकच करतो आपण.
AGM 1 आणि 2 GBM मॅम.
तीन.
टोटल तीन जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग्स. वन इज annual, the other are 2 जनरल बॉडीज. टोटल 3च मीटिंग मॅम. इमर्जन्सी GBM आणि हे झाले मॅम.
Lastly, about this FD interest, we should see that it is spent because otherwise we get taxes on that. So we should have a.
This year, our interest that on FDs have been covered. We are paying income tax on that also, sir.
So instead of giving taxes on those that interest money, we can utilize it for certain good activities, and we can do that way.
That is income. We need to pay the income tax and then use whatever is remaining, sir. Is the audited budget approved by everyone? Proposed by sir? The proposed by Dabde sir and seconded by sir? Guram sir. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Monica. As per the Managing Council of Organization, we received the application for various posts. Vice President Dr. Neeta Ghate, Honorable Secretary Dr. Meena Gunjotikar, Clinical Secretary Dr. Ketki Joshi, Honorable Treasurer Dr. Praveen Khare, Representative to Foxy Dr. Milind Shah, Representative to Amox Dr. Monica Umbardand, Legal Advisor Dr. Girish Kumthekar, Executive Body Members Dr. Raju Dabde, Dr. Manik Gurram, Dr. Sadhna Deshmukh, Dr. Nanda Magai, Dr. Sujata Kulkarni and Dr. Vijay Pawar, Website Coordinator Dr. Pratibha Baldava, Dr. Sudeep Samaram. As the Managing Council has not received any other application, Council has declared them unopposed. This team will work under the guidance of Dr. Vivek Virkar sir as a president. Congratulations team 23-24. Now I request Dr. Anjali Jama ma'am, our outgoing president, to address the meeting.
Good morning, respected teachers, seniors, and my dear friends. It is my proud privilege to welcome you all to AGM 2023. I would like to begin by saying that it has been a great honor to serve SOGS as the president. Looking back on the past 12 months, it has been an exceptionally busy year. Personally, it has been an enriching adventure. Although challenging at times, this has been the most rewarding life experience I have had so far. I am living here today with a huge wealth of knowledge that I will treasure forever. Working as the president of SOGS has been a learning experience, and I am grateful for the skills I have acquired. I believe that being here with you all every day has made me a more complete and well-rounded person. Today, it is not my intention to list out all our accomplishments. They speak for themselves. I would rather use this opportunity to express my immense gratitude towards the people who have been instrumental in making this tenure a success. Henry Ford has famously quoted, "Coming together is a beginning, staying together is a progress, and working together is a success." In this journey towards success, my team has become my family. They have been strong pillars of support through all highs and lows. It is always a teamwork that makes any event successful. I was lucky to have a committed and enthusiastic team. I want to thank our SOGS Honorary Secretary, Dr. Archana, for her relentless enthusiasm and sincerity throughout the year. SOGS Clinical Secretary, Dr. Supriya, who have made my job easier by coordinating every event flawlessly. And our Treasurer, Dr. Monica, a real treasure for me. A one-woman army. Managing finances was just one small aspect of the multitude of tasks she shouldered. No presidential tenure can be successful without the guidance of seniors and colleagues. The support I received from our executive committee and senior members has been incredible. I would like to thank Dr. Sadesai Madam, Dr. Chitnis Madam, Dr. Munot Madam from the bottom of my heart for inspiring me and guiding me. We are blessed with seniors who are dedicated to SOGS. Thank you is a small word for their priceless contribution. Our respected executive body members, Dr. Sulbha Zamre Madam and Dr. Rajiv Dabade Sir, were always ready to help me out and actively participated in every program. Our missile man, Dr. Gurram Sir, has helped us in all ways possible for the entire year, be it at a conference or arranging speakers or chairpersons. He is the person who has suggested the speaker for today's oration. I used to call him for the smallest of the things at any time, and as expected, he always had the right solutions. Thank you, Dr. Tirankar Madam, for helping me in the labor conference and difficult situations over the year. My dear friend Nanda was always there for me whenever I needed her. Thank you for the efforts taken for making the cultural event so happening. An important part of any CME and functions is the taking care of taste buds and was managed very well by Nisha single-handedly. Thank you, Dr. Milin Shah sir and Dr. Kumtekar sir for helping me in the tricky situations and guiding me with valuable suggestions. Thanks to Pratibha and Sambaram for managing and updating our website. Dr. Virkar and Dr. Velankar also offered their valuable advice. Now, Dr. Megha Kamlapurkar was instrumental in coordinating the very first speaker, Dr. Bijoy Balakrishnan. Thank you, Dr. Vijay Pawar, for organizing the IUI workshop along with SOGS at SIMS with adjusting 11th hour changes in the workshop. Dr. Raghoji sir and Dr. Niharika were kind enough to offer their beautiful auditorium, OT and hospital premises for the live surgical workshop. Dr. Kadia and Dr. Niharika played a major role in the enormous success of this workshop. We were lucky to have internationally famous faculties, Dr. Shailesh Puntambekar and Sandesh Kade for the same. Our mentor, Dr. Rohini Deshpande, guided us in all ways. And her daughter, Priyanka, was key person in arranging faculties from UK for the CME on endometriosis. Thank you, Bahubali Doshi sir, for being my rock-hard support whenever I needed. Dr. Ajit Gandhi sir, Dr. Sumit have helped me in the conference and CME on ultrasound. Dr. Praveen Khare was always ready to escort our guests. I genuinely thank from the bottom of my heart each one of you who worked very hard for the labor conference. This year we carried out many unique activities. We started our own YouTube channel, recorded and uploaded all our programs to YouTube for everyone to enjoy in the future. Clinical Pulse was a 2-minute video series that was released every 2 months on YouTube. We know that all work and no play makes us dull doctors. And so we organize fun and entertaining activities like movie night, Navratri Dandiya night, Christmas celebration, cultural programs, and fashion show. I appreciate the passion of all the participants of the cultural program and fashion show. It was great fun only because of you all. A big thank you for you. The annual trip was another outstanding highlight of our tenure. An adventure not on a land, not in the air, but in the arms of the vast ocean. Our Squadilla cruise trip had the delightful participation of more than 100 people and was packed with action, adventure, adrenaline for an unforgettable holiday affair. We danced with the waves, moved with the sea, and let the rhythm of the water set our souls free. Thank you everyone who enjoyed and witnessed this ever memorable experience. Moreover, I extend my gratitude to all the distinguished SOGS faculties, already names enlisted by Archana, who were an integral part of the academic events, and all the members who attended the program in large number. Without your participation, it was not possible. Thank you for the amazing contributions of pharma companies for arranging most of the CMEs in Sarovar. Thank you to Shedjale, Aivale, Mohan, Mr. Pandre, Nishant, Ambuj, and complete Balaji Sarovar staff. It will be unfair on my part if I don't thank the patients who are volunteer in various workshops. My husband, my daughters, my parents were extremely understanding and supportive throughout the year. I don't want to forget anyone, so a blanket thanks to anyone whom I forgot to mention today. Please know that I am eternally grateful to everyone. Hearty congratulations and best wishes to the incoming President, Dr. Vivek Virkar, and his team for a wonderful year ahead. Lastly, I would say that this journey of the presidency of this esteemed organization has been one of the fulfillment and accomplishment. Words falling short to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have helped transform my dream into reality, which I will cherish lifelong. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. Anjali Jhamma, ma'am, to install our new president, Dr. Vivek Virkar, sir, for the year 23-24. Jhamma, madam. Heartiest congratulations, Dr. Vivek sir. I request Dr. Vivek Virkar, sir, to address the August gathering and at the same time install the new team.
It is not projected. Good morning, one and all. I think male gynecologist has got chance after many years, maybe after 12 years. Respected seniors, teachers, and dear friends, I will start by expressing my heartfelt gratitude for giving me the opportunity to work as a president for the year 2023 to Almighty God and to each and every SOGS member. This is a great honor that has been bestowed upon me, and I promise to work with diligence for it. Today, I would like to remember my parents, my siblings, my in-laws on this very special day and thank them for their blessings upon me. There are two people who are always supporting, guiding, helping, encouraging me in every step of my life, my wife, Madhura, and of course my son, Saket. Today is a memorable day for me. In the long journey, which started with me joining as a member and then being a part of their hard-working teams as a treasurer, secretary, and the vice president. And now, today, I humbly stand before you asking for your blessings, starting this new journey as a president of SOGS. I remember the day when I was a junior resident, presenting paper in IMA hall and standing in front of you, Fast forward, and today I'm standing here again in front of you in a different role as a president. I must congratulate Dr. Anjali Jamma, the outgoing president, and the team who all work very hard to carry out all the academic and other programs very successfully. Her guidance and experience will definitely help us in our tenure. As I embark on this journey with all of you, I'm sure this year also can be made a memorable one with the guidance of our knowledgeable seniors and also with the infusion of hopes and fresh enthusiasm of our young colleagues. I'm lucky to have been blessed by the greatest of teachers who are always encourage and instill confidence in me in every walk of my career and my life. I hope to have their blessings for this journey. Our priority aim is at the betterment of women's health. Nutrition and fitness plays a vital role. Our logo for this year will be healthier, vibrant, and energetic. We have tried our best to install our new innovative ideas in the planning of the events for this year so as to make a difference, and they shall be announced soon. We sincerely hope they are welcome with all enthusiasm. Now the proposed activities. These are the proposed activities during 23-24. We have planned 10 to 12 clinical meetings, preferably in the third week of each month, and try to include more and more clinical cases. We will take 6 to 8 CMEs with recent and practical topics, possibly with national speakers and preferably on Sundays so as to make possible for maximum members to attend. As we know, April is adenomyosis awareness month, so our first clinical meeting will be on the adenomyosis. Our first CME will be on MTP, medical legal aspects, on 7th May, Sunday at Balaji Sarovar. We are planning our teaching programs for postgraduate students and training program for the paramedical staff. We will conduct few public awareness meetings as well as camps on screening and detection of anemia, cervical cancers, awareness programs, etc. We will distribute SOGS membership certificates to all the members. Apart from academics, we will plan family tour as we are enjoying every year, important international days celebration, other entertainment programs to get relief from day-to-day hectic work. We will conduct 3 to 4 executive meetings, 2 GBMs, 1 annual GBM throughout the year. We are planning 1 conference, workshops also. Apart from it, we will share the weekly reminders, PCP, NDT, MTP, online submission of the birth certificates, documents which are required for various renewals, various registers, stillbirths online submissions. And next, help. I pray Almighty God, no one should face any professional crisis. But even if such a situation occurs, we are planning our own SOGS care team so to tackle the situation. Now, the strength of the team in each individual member is the strength of each member is a team. Teamwork makes dream work. So here I'm introducing my dedicated and experienced team. Vice President, Dr. Neeta Ghate. She's an active member of SOGS, hardworking, helping, managing high risk of studies, teacher of CPS. Honorary Secretary, Dr. Meena Gunjotikar. She is a very active, enthusiastic, dynamic. She will work definitely hard to execute all plans in various programs. clinical secretary, Dr. Ketki Joshi. She always come out with new ideas. She is upfront and updated, so she will do full justice to her post. Treasurer, Dr. Praveen Khare, very active member of SOGS, very active in managing social camps, helping, recently honored by central government for doing highest tubectomies in Maharashtra. Definitely he will manage finance very well. Now, I will introduce our distinguished executive body members. Dr. Rajiv Dabde. नाही सर, प्रत्येकाचं थोडंच कमी. Dr. Rajiv Dabde sir, he is a strong pillar of SOGS. He is a very intelligent, committed, helping at any time, very popular teacher, updated in academics, great surgeon. Thank you sir for being in my team. Dr. Manik Guram sir, he is a very active member and has imaginative mind and had linked to innovate new ideas. Expert in NDVH, I have experienced many aspects of him during our AMOCs and I'm very lucky to have him in my team. Dr. Sadhna Deshmukh madam, I think she is not here. Very active, enthusiastic, makes any program more interesting, dynamic personality. Dr. Nanda madam, Nanda Magai, she is always ready to help everyone, enjoys academics as well as entertainment programs, full of energy with new ideas. Dr. Vijay Pawar, he is Associate Professor at VMMC, true academician, good surgeon. I think he is not here. Okay, next. Sujata Kulkarni. She has many qualities, innovator with new novel ideas, very active, enthusiastic. Past President, Dr. Anjali Jamma. She worked hard to carry out all the programs successfully in last year. I'm very sure her experience will definitely help me a lot. Legal advisor, Dr. Girish Kumtekar sir. He is a very intelligent, handles any situation with utmost perfection, excellent surgeon, always there for any kind of help, operative, legal, and at any time, great asset of SOGS. Sir, really blessed to have you in my team. Representative to Foxy, Dr. Milind Shah, sir, who is a central pivot of academic activities and conferences. Multifaceted, an eloquent speaker, ready to help anytime, winner of Best IMS President last year. Thank you, sir. Representative to AMOX, Dr. Monica Umardan. Young, dynamic personality, hard-working, very active, PSC chairperson of AMOX committee. Webmasters, Dr. Pratibha Baldava. Very talented, interested in scientific sessions, very active member of SOGS. Dr. Sudeep Samaram, talented young budding laparoscopic surgeon, active member of SOGS. Thank you. So this team of 17 executives is really power-packed bundle with incredible talents who always work hard to give a memorable year. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Wish you all the best to carry forward the grand legacy of this organization. Now I request Dr. Praveen Khare, sir, to present the proposed budget for the upcoming year.
Good morning, my teachers, seniors and colleagues. I am here to present budget of 2023 as a treasurer under the guidance of Dr. Virkar sir. First, we will come to income of our society. We will get membership fees approximately 3.2 lakhs. We will try to get sponsored programs as much as possible. We will try to get new members for the society. We will try to get educational grants from pharmaceutical companies. Website, if any pharma company want to give ad on our websites, we will charge 15,000 for each company. 6 executive body meetings we will conduct, and per meeting we will have 2,000 rupees per meeting, and 1 GBM. For GBM we will have expenditure of 2,000 rupees, and annual general body meeting we will have expenditure of 1.5 to 2 lakhs, and sundry expenses of 1,000 rupees. For Shirokar, our budget will be 1.5 to 2 lakhs rupees, which includes travels, accommodation and gift for the orator, silver plaque from the society, and food and audiovisual. We plan approximately 10 to 12 clinical meetings, and for each clinical meeting approximately we have 20,000 rupees expenditure, which includes food, accommodation and gift for the speaker. As we have already paid 2.5 lakh to the IMA, for next 10 years we will conduct all our clinical meetings in IMA hall. As we are decided to go for paperless, so expenditure will be cut down to 5,000 only for registration of printing of our register for society, including minutes and attending registers. We have to pay subscription fees for proxies. Per candidate we have to pay 600 rupees. It will come 1,08,000, and subscription fee for AMOX is 6,000 rupees and website domain renewal per annum is 3,500 rupees. For annual conference, approximately we will have 8 to 10 lakh rupees expenditure. This will include brochure printing, stationery, speaker travel, accommodation, gifts, bouquet and venue food. For taxing, we have expenditure of 35,000 to 40,000. And this is the expenditure sheet which I have explained previously. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next agenda is to approve the auditor and accountant for this year. Till now, Mr. S.D. Pandre and Arvind Bingundi is handling the account. Shall we continue the same? Proposed by Sarda Madam and seconded by Zamre Madam.
Now, I request Dr. Anjali Jamma ma'am and Dr. Archana Khare please come on dais to felicitate our members for their achievements in this year. Our members who represented our society as esteemed faculty and made us proud. Dr. Milin Shah sir. He has invited as a faculty in many parts of India for lectures, keynotes and panelists. Dr. Manik Gurram sir. Mission of Gurram sir is to teach the techniques of NDVH to every gynecologist. Sir has conducted many workshops on NDVH. Dr. Sandesh Kade sir. Actually, sir is not there today. Sir has invited as faculty nationally and internationally for the endoscopy work. Dr. Girish Kumtekar sir. Sir has presented on medico-legal aspects and ART law in conference. Dr. Nanda Magai ma'am. Ma'am is invited for panel discussion in cosmetic gynecology conference. Dr. Monica. Monica invited as a faculty in AMOX, Aurangabad and presented on instrumental delivery. Dr. Amruta Kumtekar. She is absent today. Invited as a panelist in AICOG RCOG conference in Mumbai. Dr. Anjali Jamma ma'am. Ma'am is invited as a faculty in AICOG AMOX and zonal conference in Latur. Our members also gained fame by presenting a topic in books as an author. Dr. Shashikant Umbardan sir. I request Monica, please come on dais on behalf of Dr. Shashikant sir. Shashikant sir in AMOX handbook on practical aspects of infertility on topic OHSS. I request again Dr. Monica, please wait. In intrauterine adhesions, she has contributed on hysteroscopy topics. Let's move towards the achievement of our members. Dr. Sampath Baldava, sir. I request Dr. Pratibha to please come on dais on behalf of Sampath, sir. Sir has won the first prize on rare cases of uterine gas gangrene. Dr. Pratibha Baldava. Dr. Pratibha also won the prize in AMOX and Label Conference in Solapur. Dr. Meenal Chidgupkar. She is absent today. She won the prize from Solapur Corporation for outstanding work in women's health. Dr. Vandana Gandhi, ma'am. Ma'am has got 2 awards for best slogan in Foxy for Anemia Mukt Bharat and breastfeeding. Dr. Prajakta Shitole. She elected as a secretary in Mission Pink in IMA Solapur and conducted many lectures on adolescent health. Dr. Praveen Khare, sir. He has nominated from Maharashtra government for performing maximum number of laparoscopic tubectomies and felicitated by Health Minister in Delhi in National Family Planning Program. Dr. Archana Khare. Dr. Archana became the member of RCOG London and she was finalist in Mrs. Maharashtra MediQueen and won the title of Beauty with Purpose and Outstanding Talent Round. With the permission of chair, is there any...
Those who help us to make our tenure successful, we want to felicitate them also. Mr. Samindra Shedzale for audiovisual. Mr. Mohan for the beautiful photographs throughout the year. Mr. Sandeep Aivale for his tremendous effort throughout the year. With the permission of chair, is there any other business to discuss?
You are Foxy at Solapur. If you try this time, next year at Ghatibad, you can get that. One thing.
You need to bid in March before your tenure gets over for the next year.
Then we are keeping our savings into FD. So again, we want another 40 lakh. For that, you bid for AMOX after 2 years or 3 years. So again, we can build the fund. आता आम्ही सांगितले
मार्च मध्ये बिड करावा लागेल मॅडम त्याच्या पुढच्या वर्षीसाठी.
See, basically we invite the applications for all these your Foxes. Many societies they apply for it, and then with consensus sometimes we speak with each other and but suppose there is no withdraw, then there is of course a bidding in the actually the Foxy managing committee meeting. But yeah, we can definitely try for it. It's a good idea. Yeah. Thank you.
आणि युवा Foxy मध्ये खरंच युवा लोकांना बोलवायचं.
Yes, very true. We keep 40% slot for the UAs, and that has to be added. That's very important, and that we should do. Yeah, true, true. Less than 40 years of age.
आता संपलं आमचं.
1000 रुपये ॲज पेट्रोल अलावेन्स फॉर एनी कॉन्फरन्स टू येण्याजाण्या लोकांचे सबस्क्रिप्शन कलेक्ट करायला 4 वेळा. ठीक आहे.
As to who would be the hosting society the next time. But if you bid now, your name is in the list.
Yeah.
Okay. So next amongst they would consider. So we should start pressurizing them right from this Nashik conference.
कुठल्याही कॉन्फरन्सला आपण आईवडीची मदत घेतोच. मला असं वाटतं की पेट्रोलचे भाव वाढलेत, त्यामुळं एखादी कॉन्फरन्स असेल तर त्या कॉन्फरन्सला जर काही काम होत असेल तर त्यावेळेला त्याला काहीतरी पेट्रोल अलाउन्स बघावा, विचार करावा या विषयावर.
At least during conferences we can give. If we hold any conference, then we can give petrol allowance to him.
Okay. Apart from this 500 increment which we already passed, that should still continue.
That should continue every year.
Okay.
So proposed and seconded by?
In our society, we always used to have the one prize for the senior, one prize for the junior who present the paper in national, international or the state conferences. So this year it was selected and given to anyone, especially juniors, I mean to say.
If they win the prize, then they get. If there was nobody has won the prize, then whosoever presents gets it.
Gets it. Okay, good.
Thank you. Anyone want to say few words regarding our team?
Congratulations to the outgoing team for the outstanding work they have done throughout the year. Please pass a resolution to that extent.
Thank you, sir. It gets privilege to give vote of thanks on the behalf of my team. Special thanks to dear senior, colleague and each member of my extended SOGS family. I thank Dr. Anjali Jamma ma'am for her kind support throughout the year. I learned a lot of things under her guidance. Thank you, Dr. Monica, for tremendous effort on the budget and also on everything. Thank you, Dr. Supriya Jadhav, my co-partner who helped me in every aspect. Special thanks to our executive team, Dr. Sulba Zamre ma'am, Dr. Manik Guram sir, Dr. Rajiv Dabde sir, Dr. Vidya Tirankar ma'am, Dr. Nanda Magai ma'am and Dr. Nisha Kotwal. Thank you, Dr. Milin Shah sir and Kumtekar sir, Dr. Pratibha and Dr. Sudeep as a part of our team. Thank you, Dr. Vivek Virkar sir for inspirational talk and best wishes to you and your team. Thank you, Samindra Shethzade, Mohan and Hotel Balaji Sarovar. Last but not the least, Mr. Sandeep Aivade. Thank you everyone from bottom of my heart. We will take 10 minutes break and join the prestigious oration.
I would request all from the executive body to come on the stage for a last photograph. This year and the last year, please. The executive meeting, sir. The last supper, Easter anyways. Easter is sir. For this executive body, I meant. भावना को समझो.